For more on this, Mahjoob Zweiri joins me now from Doha live. He's a professor of contemporary Middle East politics at Qatar University. Thanks very much indeed for being with us. Perhaps as you're in Qatar, you could start by giving us a sense of what the feeling is where you are ahead of these ceasefire talks.
What we know that the Israeli delegation on their way to Doha now, this round of negotiation is happening because of the American administration pressure on Netanyahu. We know for the fact that Hamas will not attend the meeting, will not participate. They have announced that what has been proposed in July is on the table. They need an implementation plan, a roadmap for implementation. What we know also that Hamas wants to show clearly that the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh has not influenced its position and will not push Hamas to give any further concessions.
I mean, you're an expert in Middle East politics, so what are the consequences if these talks don't reach a breakthrough?
Look, what's happening now, we are in the 11th month of this war in Gaza. They are coming hand by hand. Netanyahu knows that negotiation is a need for this war, and he wants this route to continue even without achieving anything in a real achievement. And he knows that time is helping him. We know that the Knesset, the parliament, is in holiday now. We know American election is just behind the door on November, and he wants to buy more time, assuming he can get to the point where he achieve the real victory. The victory he basically can present to the Israelis and say, you know, I have destroyed Hamas, I have killed the leadership of Hamas, and now I can claim that the victory has been achieved. None of this has been achieved. What has been achieved in reality is the destruction, the killing of the civilians, the peace. We are seeing for the first time in the last 75 years, not killing people, but actually piecing them. That is something new to this 21st century civilization. That the world is used to watch people are killed in parts and no one is moving and making any kind of action. So basically, unfortunately, the way ahead is not actually helping to be optimistic, especially with the determination of the Israeli government and Netanyahu in particular to do what he is trying to do in the last 20 years. He wants to Israelization of the region. He wants to make sure that the region is actually serving the Israeli interest, and that is his goal. The war in Gaza is a small detail in a wide picture. He's trying to actually put it together.
Finally, I just wanted to ask you about the United States side of things. The US wants a ceasefire, and yet it continues to send weapons to Israel. Is that not a confusing, conflicting position to be in?
Absolutely. That's an amazing description. We, as an expert, as an academic, we are watching an administration which is very hesitant. It's not able and is not capable to make a right decision in the right time. They are capable to stop this war yesterday, not today. If they make statements that there will be no weapons, there will be no economic support. The United States already has presented to Israel $55 billion in the last 11 months. And who will convince Netanyahu not to continue in the war and get more billion of dollars, basically? It's the United States is not playing its role correctly.
Mahjoob Zweiri, Professor of Contemporary Middle East Politics at Qatar University. Thanks very much for joining us.
My pleasure.